Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. Today I would like to discuss about the definition of population, the population density and also how can we calculate the population density. So let's begin. So first let me tell you what is population. The total number of individuals of same species that can live in a particular region and also that can interact among themselves. That is known as population. That means the species should be same. It is not possible the cats and dog make a population. So there are two types of population, cat population, dog population, and also we are calculating about the human population. So this is population, which is basically considered the only one particular species that can live one region also. So this is population. Next is population density. So what is population density? Basically, population density can be expressed as the total number of individual per unit area or volume, but also in a particular time. Suppose 1 year to 2 year in a particular region, like you can say Gujarat, or you can say in the Gujarat different types of small cities or small district where particularly the population density can be calculated considering per unit area or per unit volume and also considering the time too. That is among 2 years or over the 2 years how the population density is changing, because changing can be occur due to the different types of environmental conditions like earthquake or some natural disasters and also diseases that can change the population density in a unit area. So it can be changed according to the environmental conditions and also according to the living of the species or death of the species or due to the production of new offspring. Okay, so this is population density. So the next is how can we calculate the population. So there are two factors, one is natality and another one is mortality. The natality means that is the birth rate. That means the total number of individuals are produced in a population. That is the natality, and also there are constant is the time, because you can calculate the birth rate or the total number of offspring that is produced over the year or over the month or over 6 months. So the time should be constant in this case, because the rate that expressed as the time, so that is over the year, over 2 years or over the month, which is natality. The next is mortality. The mortality means the total number of individuals that are dying in a population, because when the offspring is produced, but also the offspring, or that does not mean should be offspring, basically that is the individuals. The individuals are dying in a particular population, and also due to some reasons like the environmental condition, it must be any diseases or due to aging. But the birth rate and the death rate, they can calculate the population togetherly. Okay, so when new individuals have come to the earth, also there are some individuals that are dying for some reason. So increasing of the population is done through the natality population, decreasing of the population which is done with the mortality. So both are needed to calculate the population, to know about the population, to explain the population of a given area and also per unit time. Okay, so next is the types of natality. So there are two types of natality, that is maximum natality and ecological natality. So what is the maximum natality? Basically it is not possible in the practical sense. Why? So the maximum natality, which is the total number of individuals or offspring that is produced in the ideal condition or the ideal environmental condition. What is the ideal environmental conditions? Basically there are no ecological factors, there are no competition, no predation, no natural disaster and no scarcity of food, scarcity of space, nothing. So in that situation it cannot be possible in the in any time or in any situation basically. So that ideal environmental condition, the total number of offspring must be maximum, right? So there are no possibilities to die because there are no competition, no diseases, no any other reasons for dying. So this is the maximum natality. Basically it is not possible practically, but we need to understand this maximum natality to calculate the ecological natality, because the ecological natality, it says that the particular or the total number of individuals that are produced when the environmental conditions are present. There are many ecological limiting factors are also present, that is competition, scarcity of food, space, diseases and many more. So in that case the ecological natality which is more realized. Next is the mortality, which is also divided into minimum and ecological. So in that case minimum mortality is also expressed in that ideal conditions. So in the ideal conditions the number of the death should be decreased because there are no any other factor limiting factors. Basically the food is available, the space is available, there are no diseases, nothing, the no immigration or immigration. So in that situation the mortality that should be minimum or less. And the last thing, which is the ecological mortality, in that case it is the realized mortality. So the number of the individuals are more died for the diseases or aging or many other reasons, which is the realized mortality. There are the no proper environmental conditions, all the limiting factors, all the conditions are applied in the ecological mortality. Okay, so this is it about today's lesson. The definition of population, the population density, how can we calculate the population, how we consider the natality and mortality for calculating the population. This is all about the population part in brief. Hope you can understand, and if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and if you have some request, please do comment and support my channel, share it with your friends. Till then, take care of yourself and also your family, and bye bye.